If you like cookies and you like caramel and you like chocolate chips, then this ooey gooey recipe is one that you will really like. Now, I had to make this recipe because my husband is always getting into the chocolate chips and the walnuts, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and make this now, because if I don't, none of this stuff will be available for me to do it. I'm gonna make some delicious cookies. Would you like to try them?
Are they ginger? Are they ginger?
Do you got a problem with my gingerbread cookies?
They were good.
Edit, cut. Use a 9x13 pan, cover it with tin foil, and spray it liberally. In a bowl, add a cup of butter and a cup of brown sugar and a half a cup of white sugar, and mix this up for 2 minutes until it's nice and fluffy. And as you can see, that it will need to be wiped down a bit. And add your eggs. Then blend those up. Add some vanilla, some baking soda, some salt. Blend that up. And then add about 2.5 cups of flour into your bowl. Be careful when you're blending it so it doesn't blow up all over the place. Blend it for 2 minutes until it's really smooth. And add your chocolate chips, your walnuts, if you want to. I mean, that was what I chose to add, but you don't have to add walnuts if you don't want to. Mix that up real well. Place half of the cookie dough onto a cookie sheet and leave the rest to put on the top later. Now this is the hard part. It's the caramels. This took me about 15 minutes to unwrap these bad boys, but I unwrapped them. This is good caramel, but boy was it hard to get those unwrapped. I mean, I was just kind of impatient. Now you're going to put the caramels in a saucepan, and you're going to add some sweetened condensed milk. That's a whole can there. And stir this up on a low heat until all the caramels are melted and everything is nice and smooth. It'll take about 5 minutes to melt. Pour the hot caramel over the cookie dough and try not to get too much over there on the side. You know, spread it around. Add the rest of the cookie dough to the top of the caramel. Now, you don't have to use this much caramel, really. I mean, you can use less because this was a lot of caramel. But it makes them very ooey and gooey. Bake them for about 30 minutes in a 350-degree oven. And presto, there's your cookies. You can sprinkle a little sea salt on top if you want to. Adds a little bit of that salty flavor. Now you're going to need to let it cool a little bit because it'll stick to the sides if you don't, because there's a lot of caramel in there. Don't try to use that caramel topping instead of caramels because it won't work the same. It's hard not to dig into them while they're still warm, but when they're warm, they're really, really gooey. They'll stiffen up a little bit when they cool down a bit. That'll take a few hours. These are great, and everyone will love them. Because these are so decadent, it's a good idea to wrap them up and put them in the refrigerator or the freezer so that you can eat some later. These would also be good for a bake sale if bake sales still exist. I can't say that these are healthy, but they sure taste good. Thanks for watching.